Luke McGuire here. Can you hear me okay? I'll chuck my camera on. Hopefully you can see me okay. What's going on? Hello, hello, hello. Lots of people in here today. Awesome. You know, it's actually crazy. I was just speaking to my business partner, Simon, about how this is the first time we've actually done a brand new product and a training like this in 4 years. So almost half a decade. And it doesn't seem like that. And I know there's so many of you here that have worked with me over the years. Put a 1 in the box if you have worked with me, you've had one of my products, you know who I am. And number 2, if you never have heard of me, or you might have heard with me, but you haven't worked with me yet, let me know in the comments here, because I am ecstatic about what we're going to be sharing with you guys today. And I just want to get to know you guys. I'm giving away some cash and prizes today. There's lots happening. And why not? You know, this is one of these days for me that I didn't know if this was actually going to come about, because I've been trying to get this made and created, and a solution I'm going to be sharing with you guys for literally over a year, so 2 years. I even went off Facebook and Instagram for an entire year, which is pretty full on when my whole business is around social media. I deactivated everything to focus purely on TikTok and how I can get this done. So I am so glad I can come on here today and share this training with you. So we have a lot of 1s, lots of 2s here. August says we miss you. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Awesome. You guys are going crazy in the chat. Awesome. Yeah, that's right, Robert. Awesome. People here at all times of the world. Great. So rather than me doing a giant introduction and everything, for those that don't know me, I'll just do a quick one. Basically, about 10, 11 years ago, probably 11, maybe even 12 years ago now, far out, I finished university, couldn't get a job, was in a lot of debt, started doing marketing for local businesses, and telling them they needed to be on social media. They would all laugh at me saying, oh, Facebook's for kids. It's like MySpace. MySpace was still around. Put me in the box if you remember MySpace. I remember having my top friends. My partner, who I'm back with now, she was my top friend. So should remind her of that later on. I don't think I was hers. I think I was 2nd or 3rd. But back then, Facebook was seen as a tool that was for kids, which was very similar as well to when Instagram started to blow up. Everyone said the same thing about Instagram. No, we've got Facebook. We don't need Instagram. It's for kids. Now, I've seen the same thing happen again with TikTok, right? And I'm sure you've all heard of it, maybe even thought it. I know I definitely was thinking it for a while. But then after being on the platform and really understanding it, it made so much sense why it is the #1 most downloaded social media app in the world. Why it has the most growth rate out of any platform. It has over 1 billion daily active users. And the big stat for me was when I saw that there is over 10% of an audience in every generation. So from Gen Z up to baby boomers, there's at least 10% or more people on the app in a statistical manner, right? So when there's that 10% or more of every age group on and every demographic on an app, that changes what the app is about. It's not just an app that's for one small demographic, that's just for kids, that's just to play funny little videos. It turns into something a lot more than that. And we saw this again when Facebook took over MySpace, Instagram started blowing up and Facebook acquired it. We saw it with Snapchat as well. For a while, it was a social media tool that kind of was meant to be more than just a platform that people were sending inappropriate things to each other on, hoping it wasn't going to get caught. It actually turned into a bit more of a business for a while. Meta then tried to acquire it. Snapchat said no, and then Instagram said, or Meta said, that's fine, we're just going to introduce everything your app does anyway into our tools. And then we've seen it again recently with TikTok. So it's a crazy, crazy world. And but the biggest difference I've seen with TikTok out of any other platform is the opportunity to go viral. Put me in the box if you have done watch the previous videos that I've sent out. You might have some niches. I asked you guys if you could create some or think of some really weird niches for today. But put me in the box if that might be you, if you're in that group. And if you're not, don't worry, because we're going to be showing you today really why TikTok is the one and only platform you need to be on. So what I'm going to do, I'll go ahead and I'll pull up this link here. I'll share this with everyone in the chat in just a second. Let's have my webcam off. So what I'll do is I'll send this link through, and this is basically where I got started with actually getting obsessed with this idea that you can go viral on a social media platform without even needing to be on camera, or not even needing to post content that you even create. So I'll copy this, I'll share this across to you guys. This is a list of a bunch of different faceless viral TikTok pages. I'm going to add this in here. 1 second. So I just had to send a message on WhatsApp to Simon, who's meant to be in here, but I think he said some. So in the chat box, you'll see I've sent a link to everyone here that you should be able to access right away. And from here, let me make sure I've got something else set up in here properly as well for you guys. Yeah, perfect. So I've sent that in the chat box to everyone. And basically, you can create these accounts with that where you don't need to have your face on an actual platform, and you can go viral insanely quickly. So what I might even do for this quick example as well is go here, and let's talk about some things about why TikTok is just so important to be on. Just to recap things super quickly, if you'd missed any of the previous training, it's the only platform where you can literally go viral from your very first post. I'll shut my webcam on again for this actually. Where you can go viral from your very first post. Which means, and the reason behind why you can do that is because on TikTok, they don't care about how many likes you have, how many followers you've got, how big your audience is. In fact, often on Instagram, Facebook, and all these other platforms, the bigger your audience, the more they actually restrict your content from being seen. Who here has noticed when you're on social media, people that you might have spoke to a few years ago, you never even see their content anymore, ever, right? You never even see their content on Instagram or Facebook. And the only way you'll ever see their content is if you physically think of them and then you go search their profile, and then all of a sudden they're there in the feed, right? I'm sure a lot of you have realized that. The reason because that is because these platforms want you to spend money on ads so more people can see what it is that you are sharing, right? They basically just want to take your money to have your content be seen by more. And they then want to charge you even more money if you want to take that user off the platform to your website, to an offer, to anything outside of their actual platforms. Now with TikTok also has the highest engagement of any platform at all, and by a mile. It's over 400% higher engagement than Instagram, which Instagram, the last time I checked, Instagram was 40 times bigger than Facebook the last time I checked, but I'm not sure where it is now. But TikTok is in the front by a mile, and it's quite strange. I remember when I first went on TikTok and I saw all of these videos with thousands of likes, thousands of comments, so many views, and it didn't make sense to me. I thought they were all fake. I thought they were all purchased. I thought it might be a glitch. I didn't know really what it was, but I was like, surely there's no way content can get this much engagement. But it's not. It's true. And the reason for that is TikTok is the only platform that will show you content from people that you do not follow, but content that they think you will like. So I'll write that down here so you can understand that. TikTok will show you content they think you want to see, regardless of if you follow the page it comes from or not, and regardless of the page it comes from's follow account, engagement score, etc. Right? These so this is so unique, which is because TikTok has multiple ways they monetize their platform. They monetize their platform through ads, but they do it also through lives, through gifting. You can gift basically tokens that people have to buy, and it's a whole. They've got a whole separate monetization model than these other platforms. There's the marketplace if you're in specific places in the world, or the TikTok shop, and again, if you're not in the USA, you're not in the UK, you're not in France, Spain. I think there's a few other countries that it's in, but here in Australia, it's not. But don't worry, I do share with you guys how you can get access to these things as well. But they monetize through multiple different ways, and they would rather not make as much money on ads initially and have their users engage on their platform more, because that is what really dedicates or decides what a platform's value is. Snapchat loses millions of dollars each year, but they have a user base that spend time on that platform, and that time is worth money. And right now, the average user TikTok spends 1.5 hours a day. That's the average user, right? The high-end users spend a lot more, 2.5 up to 5.5 hours a day. Now, this is also double what they spend on any other social network. So it's safe to say that marketing onto TikTok users is going to be twice as effective than any other platform, because they're spending twice as much time there, right? And these are things that I just couldn't believe that I didn't know earlier. TikTok's not a brand, it's not a new platform, but it's recently had a lot of changes that are really enticing businesses to come over to their platform and jump on. Give me number 5 in the box if you didn't know these type of stats before. You either got emails from me or right now, even on this training. Because when I first found out, I was like, why aren't more people doing this? Why aren't people jumping on this opportunity to be on this platform, right? Yeah, so we've got so many comments, and I'm going to be sharing some answering your questions soon as well that are coming through, right? Yeah, exactly. So yeah, it's pretty amazing, right? So it made me think, okay, well, if I can literally post on a social platform that is going to show my account to people, and this is the other key thing as well, because I said you can have 0 followers and be seen by an audience, or you actually be seen by your target audience for free. And this is one of the coolest parts I love about TikTok and how their algorithm works. So say you post a piece of content. So you have a brand new account and you post the content around, I don't know, let's say fitness. So the content might be something to do with fitness. And you then, the caption is, this is my favorite exercise for back, #fitness, #back workout, #fit, right? And say I did a post like that, TikTok is going to know my actual account. So my actual post is going to be about fitness. It's going to be about a back workout. It'll look at my age, my demographic. It'll look at anything else I've added when I've signed up, and it will also look at any engagements I've made when I first jumped on the TikTok app. So whether you use the automation software that I share with you on this platform or not, if you're going to jump on TikTok, make sure to engage with your audience, of the audience that you would like to target at some point in time. So make sure to engage with your audience out the gate. So this might be through comments on other pages, liking posts, liking comments, following accounts, resharing content, inboxing, and watching entire videos in your feed, right? Watching entire videos in your feed. Now, because of that, especially that last metric, the actual the length of time that you watch a video is one of the main ones that TikTok looks at, and it's actually one of the main ones most platforms look at in terms of giving a piece of content an engagement score. So if you watch an entire video, the longer it is, especially, if you watch any full-length video, you are doing amazing things for that creator, because most people leave a video within the first couple of minutes, sorry, even the first couple of seconds. Especially on TikTok, you need to be so fast in catching people's attention with some form of hook that makes people stop in their tracks. And then to keep them there, you need to be engaging for the entire video, so it looks at these things when you post content yourself. But don't worry, I'm going to show you how we can solve that, so you don't even need to bother about figuring out how to actually make viral content, and when you can literally just use other people's viral content. But more on that in a minute. But say you do a post right out the gate, you'll be seeing, but what happens is you do the post, TikTok shares it to a test audience, essentially, of 2,500 people every time, no matter what. If you have 0 followers, the more followers you have, the more people it will share it to as a test audience. It will then let real people decide how viral the content goes. So that's insane. On other platforms, AI will decide. It'll look at the engagement score, to the comments, to the followers, over a certain period of time, but it'll also just give it its own engagement score, looking at previous things that your account has done, like your previous post, the post before that, if you engage with other accounts or not. All of these things will decide how many people get to see your posts on other platforms. Whereas on TikTok, the viral nature of how many people it gets seen by is decided by other people in your niche. So say that piece of content's posted, almost everyone in that 2,500 audience, or say 80%, watch the entire thing. You're getting likes, comments, follows. TikTok will say, okay, well, based on this number, we're going to share it and widen that audience from 2,500 people out to 10,000. And let's see how it goes there. And then if it's good, it'll widen the audience and broaden the audience even more, and see how it goes there. And it'll keep doing that until the engagement drops off and it plateaus, or it just keeps going viral. And if it keeps going viral, then it's happy days, right? And there's a way that I found that we can do this by simply, actually, well, maybe I'll ask you this. Does that make sense so far? And would you like to see in a live example how we can essentially go viral every single time from day one without ever having to create a piece of content? Write me in the box if you'd like to see that, and any questions that you have so far. I'll shut my webcam off for a second and we'll have a look here. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to have show you these accounts here on the screen. Here's a faceless profile, and by faceless it means there's no one that needs to be on camera to create these. This is about viral cats, and there's thousands of faceless pages that get 500,000 views on this one little video here. And this is all content that's been reshared previously as well. Awesome, lots and lots of comments coming in. Cool. Awesome, guys. And then someone says a good question here. What's your definition of viral? Well, that's exactly right. My definition of viral is going to be different to your definition of viral. For me, I think anything that has over 10,000 views has gone pretty viral. Like if I think about that many people in front of me, that's a low level viral score. But if I can get that for free without having any previous posts, and I can get that many people in an audience engaging with my content in one way or another, that's where I'd started at. And I think that's where TikTok starts at as well, because to be a part of the Creator Fund, you need to have at least 10,000 followers, and they consider that to be, I guess, an influencer level. But then they have their micro influencers, which they consider having 1,000 followers. It's really up to you and your niche what you decide being viral is. But if you're getting lots of new traffic consistently coming in, then that to me is viral. Like, of course, the millions of views is what we're aiming for and what I'm trying to teach here, because they're the numbers we're going for. We're not going for just 5,000 views. We're going to try to get millions of views and send an account absolutely crazy. And yeah, so I can see a lot of questions coming in as well. But I will have time that I will share this later on in this training, but I want to get into how we actually do this first, and I'll answer any questions here. A lot of these I'll be answering along the way as well, guys. So here's a page here that's a viral faceless page around just cats. Animal pages go crazy. Here is one, and this is a unique one as well, where someone is just using the same intro and then they're replicating other people's content in the actual feeds of this actual iPhone. So that's the way they've taken other people's content and used it here to send this content viral. And you can see this is how they've branded their TikTok account, from using other people's content on their page. That makes it unique. Here's one that's created using AI images. And you can see, look at this, 2 million, 1.9 million, 1.8 million, just using AI images with random, I don't understand what these words are yet, but look at this. These people are monetizing here through their bio link. So just like Instagram, one of the key ways to monetize is to make sure you are using your one clickable bio link in the most effective way. Now, if you join with us, I take you through exactly how to do that, some insane ways we can optimize and use this one clickable bio link. But the whole goal of any type of social media marketing, and I'll write this down here, is the one goal is to indirectly sell and provide as much value as possible as the key. So people aren't on social media to instantly and directly be sold to, right? It's not what they jump on there. They jump on social media to be entertained, but you can sell if you do it the right way. And I found the best way to do this is when you can create an account that provides so much value in a specific niche, you can then create an asset that you are essentially the go-to authority page in your niche. Doesn't matter what industry you are in whatsoever. You could be even a plumber and you can go viral on TikTok. It's actually, the weirder the niche and the more boring that you might think it sounds, the more viral you can go on TikTok. So that's the entire process, or the entire goal that we have here today is creating. So write this here. Let's create a viral authority page in any niche at all. So if you guys have any niches you want to throw out to me, do it now in the chat, and I'm going to show you essentially how we're going to go out. We're going to go and we're going to find the most viral content in your niche, any niche whatsoever. We're then going to segment through millions of pieces of content to find the best ever performing videos. We're then going to take this content and essentially edit/tweak it, which again, you don't even have to do. Edit/tweak it. Then we are going to update the caption, and we're going to post or schedule it to our accounts. And then we're going to rinse and repeat this process over and over, just so we can then set up our content scheduling for the next month. So we can have a TikTok account posting the most viral content 1 to 3 times every day. And I recommend this, even if you do this manually, 1 to 3 posts a day. And you're going to be able to do this and create this authority page by doing it with the most viral content that's ever gone viral in your actual niche. Now, I know a question is going to be, are we allowed to do this? TikTok is so different than any other platform. I'm sure you know with Meta and stuff, if you upload content to those platforms, Meta then owns it. It's their content from there on. With TikTok, it's even weirder. Not only do they own it, but you can actually save content directly from the feed. If you have TikTok right now on your phone, open any video, hold your finger down or your thumb down on a video, and there'll be a button that says save video. Let me see if I can see it here, save video to TikTok rather than me getting my phone out. Here, it looks like this. Save video, and you can literally download content and save it directly to your phone and then make your own tweaks. You can do things manually through like 10, 20 different apps, and then I guess post it out or figure out how to schedule it, and do all of this manually with multiple different other ways. But I wanted to create the ultimate way that I'm only posting the best content ever found on TikTok in an all-in-one solution, and that's also approved by TikTok, and that's what we've been able to do. And you might wonder why you've probably never seen a TikTok software before. Write me in the box if that's you. Write me if you've never seen anyone make a TikTok software that actually integrates with TikTok, right? You probably haven't, and I think it's because it was a very long process for us to get approved and to go through how they actually do it. They do things very differently, but I think it's that they don't want lots of other people making software for their platform. They want to make it hard. They only want the best of the best, and they want people actually spending the most time on TikTok. But they knew if they didn't open it up for partners to be able to build products for their platform, that it seems like it's kind of like we're too good for anyone else. Like, we don't want your help. Like, I don't know, this weird energy that I feel like they were giving off if they don't let you work with their platform, right? So that's essentially how we came to building our software called Tokmate. So I'm going to take you through this right now. I'm then going to give away some money later on, and I'm going to give away some free copies of this. But you guys are the first in the world to ever see this tool live in action. And yeah, look at this. Probably about 100 and something people say they've never seen an option like this before that's ever been available. So yeah, and yeah, I see. Yeah, exactly right. There's so many different areas. So we got some niches here. So let's go. Sunglasses. I'm going to write some of these down. Sunglasses. Wellness coach. Health and allergies. Affiliate marketing. Make money online. Natural health. Cut juggling, is that a niche? Maybe it is. That's pretty cool. Plumber. RV niche. Property. That'll do for now. I'll get some more soon as well, but there's so many. Autism spectrum. And the coolest thing is I've already seen a lot of content in most of these niches, and again, the goal of what we're trying to create here is we're not trying to be any of these people that we're building an audience for. We're trying to be the authority page that provides the best type of content or the most viral content for people to come to our page and consume the best of the best or the most viral of the most viral. And what's gone viral in the past will go viral again. Many of you may remember some of my products from maybe 8 years ago. We built something similar to Instagram. However, that with Instagram back then, they didn't have an algorithm like TikTok that shares it out to people for free. TikTok wants you to go viral. So when you first jump in, this is going to be the dashboard that you see. Very important that you watch this welcome video here to learn how to install this Chrome extension. It's very simple, but you need to do it right, and you do it once and it works. Any updates we do, they get pushed straight to it. It works seamlessly. So over here on the left, what I'm going to do, I'm going to take you through the entire product. We're going to go through some of those demo examples, and then I'm going to let you guys be the first in the world to jump in on this before anyone else does. You guys will be the very first founding members to be a part of this. And again, it's not a high ticket product. It's literally the investment of like a McDonald's meal. I haven't done something this low priced probably in 10 years, right? But it's my first product in 4 years that I thought I should come back and really look after you guys. So first and foremost, trending. There's two ways people go viral. It's either through catching a trend as something is starting to trend or as it is trending, or by replicating the most viral trending content, or basically just by getting lucky by posting a piece of content that ends up trending insanely. They're the two main ways people ever go viral. So let's start off quickly with the trending tab here of what's actually happening in the world right now. So this is real time, last 7 days. Let's have a look at today. These are going to be the hashtags that are trending. So basically a hashtag on TikTok is, think of it as like if you had a folder and you wanted to put all of the videos in the world into a physical folder, and you needed to label that folder before you put it in your filing cabinet. You would then label that folder or file with the word, I don't know, where's one here that we can use? Dodgers. So everything about the Dodgers would be in that actual file, or it could be fitness. All the fitness content that anyone's ever posted with the hashtag fitness will be in that file as well. It's a way to organize content on a social network, right? And it's a really, really effective way of doing it. They use these on Facebook, Instagram. Most platforms use hashtags in some way, shape, or form. TikTok uses them to know what your content's about and know what audience to share it to. So what I can do here, I can see the most viral hashtags, the ones that have the most views right now. And let's go for the past week and see how different it is there. Hurricane was a massive one, 2.5 billion views on content that's been posted, 154,000 posts. And if I click this, I can actually view this on TikTok, and it'll show me all these pieces of content from different people that have posted about the hurricane. And I hope everyone's here is all right and safe, and everyone's loved ones are as well. And these are going to be topics that if you can create content around or find content around, which like we just have here, we can see, if I click on any of these are all by different people. So 1.2 million likes on this piece of content, which is insane. 1.2 million likes, 3,800 comments. And so you get the idea of how a hashtag works. So if I created content around these specific topics, or even if I just took this content, posted it to my account, I'm sharing really relative content that people are searching for at this very moment. Next is songs, which we're not going to touch too much on this training, but we will internally on our internal webinars. Songs go viral like crazy on TikTok. A lot of artists are being discovered from songs that they've posted on TikTok years ago, but now they're all of a sudden blowing up now and becoming #1 hits in certain countries and stuff. A lot of artists are working with TikTok influencers because they know this is where music not only gets listened to, but people create dances to. They create trends. I'll put my webcam on again here. They create trends that then people want to replicate, and then they start to go viral that way. If you can get a song with a dance to go off, not you personally, but you'll see this when you are a user on TikTok. You see the effect of the virality that has. And again, we're not going to touch too much on it in this case, but again, if you look at what songs are going viral, if you put one of these songs over the top of a viral piece of content that we find, that's going to increase your chances of that content going viral, because a lot more eyeballs will then see that actual piece of content. Because just like hashtags, songs will put it into a category with anyone else that uses that song. And then finally, you've got videos. So right now, these are the most viral pieces of content that are trending right now on TikTok. So you can see by hot versus most likes, comments, and shares. So overall, you can see 27 million likes, 34 million likes, 38 million likes. What's this one about down here? And you can go ahead and actually, and this is about a hair product or something, or sensitive skin secrets, 73 million likes, right? So this is the type of content that you could post either for you or your clients if you have clients. And just as like almost like it's a guarantee that everyone's going to get some enjoyment out of it or learn something in one way, shape, or form, that it's you're providing value to an audience. And for most people in most local businesses, they know that it's all about providing value. There's only so much sales related content people can post. And the goal of being on social media is to be relevant and to be sharing engaging content and that reflecting back on you. So these are the trending ways to do things. So if I want to post this viral piece of content here to my profile, I could either hit these three drop downs here and download it. I could create a post directly on this, and then it will basically allow me to then go to my create page where I can then post this piece of content. I can post it to me or to everyone on my TikTok that I've added in. I can have it so people can stitch it, duet it, or comment on it, which again, these are things I'm not going to touch on right now, but when you're inside of TikTok, these are just other ways people can go, can send your content viral. Duet is just like if you're in person and you are wanting to sing a song or with the other person that's on the camera, it'll split the screen with that piece of content. And stitching is a way that you can actually say your say on a piece of content that someone else posts. But again, we're focusing here on reposting the most viral content. So I can do this if I wanted to right now, but for this example, I'll just click out of here. And what I want to do is actually star this viral content. So you can see here, there's a star button. And this is one of the powerful things inside of Tokmate that you can't do anywhere else. And I'll turn my webcam off again for you guys. It will probably make the screen a little bit bigger. So now that I've selected that star, what that's done is it's gone and put it down into my saves section over here on the left. So because of that, what I can actually do is go in here later, and then that's going to be saved for me to look at to post when I want to. But let's jump straight on to TikTok itself. So we can actually search on TikTok directly for to find the most content under any keyword, under account, any hashtag, or even on the explore feed. So let's go to the keyword, and let's take one of these examples. Let's do plumber for the first example. Hit search. And it's going to pull TikTok up. And remember at the start I showed you there's a Chrome extension, right? You can see up here on the left, we have got this little section up here where I can select what account I'm in. I just need to check that I'm in the right account here in Tokmate. Let me
a second. If I switch over here, this might reload for me right here because I think I'm in the wrong account just there, but that should be all right. And what I can do is set this up. Actually, what I'm going to do right now is I'll do a test here to see if it's done, but otherwise I'll show you in real time how easy it is to install that actual extension inside of Tokmate. Let's see if we go. Let me go ahead and pull this over here. So once I've saved that piece of content, which you can see, by the way, has 745,000 video views on a plumbing piece of content, which is insane. So let me go ahead and pull this across into Tokmate here. If I go down to saves, which it should pop up in here, I can go to most engagement. And this is previous content for this other page I was trying to build. What I'm going to do quickly just here, because let me just quickly log out. Actually, what I'll do now, I'll just quickly show you how easy it is with this Chrome extension. So I'm going to go ahead and sign out of this extension. I'm going to go, so all you need to do is once you've logged in for the first time, you'll download this extension here. We're going to go ahead and install it. Then I just need to simply go into my tokens, create this one called iMac 2. Copy that. And then in my Tokmate up here, this should go ahead and hopefully refresh my account for me so I can actually get this live and going. Right there. So we should be good to go with that one now. I'm going to trash that one and get set from there. Now that we've got this content saved, wherever we see this star button, we can go ahead and save videos instantly, and it should sync directly in to our Tokmate account. So if I go over back to app.tokmate, I should be able to go down here. That should be synced good into our saves. And there you can see right away those viral pieces of content are now inside my Tokmate account. Phew, because I was playing around with a few other accounts because I've got a lot of viral accounts set up in certain Tokmate accounts, and then I've got some starter ones here that I wanted to really show you from scratch how simple and easy this tool is to use. So now we've got that set up. Anytime I go ahead on TikTok, I can go ahead and save any of the most viral pieces of content that I want to. Now let's do some other niches now that that's all worked out. Let's go property. Let's go luxury homes. And this is where you can get creative. Get as creative as you can thinking of different keywords. So you can see on the right-hand side, there's different suggestions as well. House tour, house design. Let's do a luxury home account, right? This could be amazing for real estate agents or people that are wanting to build an audience of people that have high wealth mentalities. So luxury homes. Next to the actual search bar, I have this star option as well. So down below, if I start these videos, like I shared with you before, it'll say to TikTok or to Tokmate, yeah, this is a piece of content I want to look at further, and I might even want to post to my profile. And I can save the ones that have the big followings here. But say I wanted to search through all of the ones that are here and actually segment out the most viral pieces of content, I can just as easily go up here and hit the star button up here, right? And this search term now is going to be saved into my Tokmate account, which I can then view at a later date, or I can view it now. But and the same is going to apply for any of these actual profiles. So these are all different profiles of different people that are posting content. Also under users, you'll see there's all of these different pages that have to do with luxury housing, and you can see which ones have the more followers than other ones do. LA luxury homes, So let's just go to this one with 300 and something thousand followers. I can go ahead and star this content here, as well as any of these. Now, the other cool thing, whenever I see this star option, you'll also see this download button. If I hit download, it's going to download that piece of content directly to my computer, where I can then use that in so many different ways. When I edit it, even if I want to edit it, I might just edit multiple videos together, right? But it's basically giving me the actual video file itself on my computer. And before this, you'd have to save the video to your phone, sync it to a Dropbox, log in on your computer, download it from there. And it might just not be the best quality, depending on how you downloaded it. But this is going to give you the best quality download you can get directly from these platforms. But again, I prefer to use the star option, because then I don't have all of these files on my computer. And essentially what I can then do is I can take it back into the app. Oh, I'll do one more example that we saw here as well. Let's do two more. Make money online. And I'm just going to scroll through to have this display a few more posts. And let's even try to find a hashtag here that's got the make money online on it. Someone's got the hashtag ways to make money online. And something you'll notice on TikTok is you can't actually search for a hashtag directly in the search bar. On Tokmate, though, you can search via hashtag, which I'll show you in a second. But let's go ahead and star this content here as well. And now I'm going to show you the real power of what this starring system does, as well as saving. So on pieces of content, it'll put it into our saved library. For anything else and any other activity that we do on TikTok, it will actually track what we're doing and build us and basically find us the videos that we want to post. The last one I'll do is I saw someone said ADHD earlier. There's so much ADHD content on here. And maybe I think someone said it was Asperger's or autism. And about autism in women. My sister has autism, so it's quite interesting. It's very interesting how it shows differently in women to men. So, but again, look at this: 6.4 million views, 16.3 million, 1.8 million views. Just millions and millions and millions of pieces of content that can be shared, and you can build an authority around autism or autism in women, or maybe ADHD and autism. You know, maybe something autism, or you might have a profile that you want to call autism is a superpower. I've seen a guy on here. He has autism, and he's an amazing drawer, and he draws requests that people comment on. He's nonverbal, and then his family take those drawings, put them on shirts, and they sell them via the one link in their TikTok bio. And he's killing it, making an absolute killing, which isn't his goal. He just likes drawing, but really, really cool. So now that we've done that, though, we've taken some pieces of content, and we can go, and you would do this in one niche per profile. So you can add in multiple profiles. And I know this is live, but if you're watching this after launch week, each profile costs more money. But I'll get to what we're doing for you guys here, being in our founding audience. But that's just the discovery function. The next function here is our analyze section. So this is going to go into the accounts that we went into. So I'll show you right now. You can see we went onto this guy's profile that was showing the homes. Up here, he's got 1 million followers. Shows you some stats. Now, if I expand this out a bit more, right now, you can see this will drop down here on the side, and I can see I can filter by these areas. But what I can also do is I can actually extend this out further out to the side here, and then it brings it here. So I can find the ones with the most engagement out of all his posts specifically. All right, so his most engagement is this video here. Now, think about this. If you did this with a competitor, you can track your competitors' movements. If you have competitors, if you're doing this for a local marketing, or if you're doing this for a specific industry, you can find out what the most trending content is in that industry. And again, most saved, which means they've saved it like a bookmark, what their newest content is. Now that's pretty cool. But what I find even cooler, in the top right, this stats button here, is going to break down this individual's account's statistics. And I'm sure he won't even know these statistics exist about his account in the way that we're showing it here. So this also gives us great understanding of, say, for example, what hashtags this guy uses to get such viral videos going. And I'd want to take note of these for when I post my videos, if I was creating an account around luxury homes, to use these similar hashtags as well. You can see he uses luxury on almost all of his posts. He's got 270 videos, and he's posted this hashtag 227 times. So almost all of them. You see other accounts that he mentions in his actual posts, what he averagely gets overall, and then the overall views. Now look at this. He's got 148 million views. If I'm sure he's in the TikTok Creator Fund, where TikTok pays you, I think it's around $1 for every 1,000 views. So if he is in the Creator Fund, you can easily work out how much he got paid. I think it's $1. It used to be less, and now it's gone up, and it varies. But yeah, it originally was like, I think the lowest it's been ever is 5 cents, and then it's around $1 now, I believe. I will double check on that though. And again, that's only in specific countries. But again, what a great way to then find out what the highest engaging posts are that you've done, or any other client's done. And then I can go, okay, this piece of content is what I want. I can go ahead and let's view this one on TikTok. Let's see what this piece of content is. I know this has got high engagement. And then I could then repost this content to my profile by either downloading here or starring it. But and then you might think, okay, well, what do I say about the person on it? I could either mention him in the caption saying, what do you guys think about what Aaron here says? Or something like, do you agree with him or not? There's ways to reshare content that is completely within the terms of TikTok and fine, and still gives you that viral angle as well. So again, I could start this piece of content here. Moving on, we've got our hashtags. Now this is pretty powerful as well. It's going to go into, look at this, ways to make money online is the hashtag that we searched for before. And there's 1.4 billion views on this in this hashtag, 173,000 posts from the newest. And let me say, let's find the one with the most likes out of all of these. 7 million, 9 million likes. Simple side hustle, I wish I'd known earlier. So you might be creating an account around making money online. And these people are going to love you sharing their content. Like, and any page as well, when you start to make an authority page, any page is going to want you to share their content because it brings more people to looking at who they are. And if they're in a niche and they're doing well that you're in, they're going to still be seen by that audience anyway, because TikTok favors good content, right? So say I wanted to go ahead and save these to be posted later, I could do it this quickly. And then the final area I'll share with you now is the searching function, right? This is the searching function. We've got here, again, the same type of principle. It's going to go through all of those different searches, and you can see from the most engagement all the way to most likes. Let's find the ones with the most views here under plumbers, right? 12 million views on this piece of content. Now let's find the one that has the most saves. I guess it might be some plumber jokes that I might not get, but you could then extend that out to be about builders or tradies and build most viral building content pages, right? But let's go ahead and say, let's save this piece of content here. And again, we can decide just to post directly from this page itself. But I like to just basically build up a catalog of a bunch of different videos through different search terms, through searching through the discovery tab, through hashtags, through keywords and accounts, or even just searching directly through here, right? So I can type in, let me go ahead and favorite this search here. I'm going to type in ADHD. And you can see over here some other suggestions here: ADHD, TikTok, ADHD life hacks. And, you know, I think people like TikTok because it's not like Instagram where you need the perfect camera, the perfect lighting, the perfect everything. You can just post real raw content and it will gain traction fast. So now that we've done this, we can move over, go into our analyze section, into searching here, and we can go ahead and get real-time engagement stats from anything. So I've got to show you the stats of the plumbers as well up here. So that's how simple it is to find the most viral pages in under a specific search term, what hashtags that they use overall, popular hashtags, engagement scores, everything is there. Now we head down to our saved content, and I know I've got a mixed bag here now of this account, but that means I can essentially take this content and let's find the most overall highest engaged piece of content. And it'll probably be one of the top trending ones. So if I went to, look at this, 8 million likes on this hippo here. This, and I've got some plumbing ones here, viral TikTok songs. You get the idea. So now that we've got that, we can literally go ahead and take the content that we want to post and instantly start to post it to our pages. So I'm going to go ahead here, hit create. And like I showed you before, you can either post it to yourself, you can post it to your followers, you can post it to any mutual friends, because you start following people and they follow you back. You can only show that this piece of content to those close friends, but the goal is to get as many followers and engagement as possible. So we'll show it to, you can watch this video. Everyone is an option as well, but let's even just do only followers for now. And then we can go ahead and we're going to take this. We can just end it. This is all because it's within TikTok's API. It's approved by TikTok. If you select this, basically on TikTok, if you ever are advertising a product directly in a post, you will need to disclose it as a piece of content that's doing that, right? So this looks like it's promoting these gloves to some extent. This piece of content here might not have that. And you can essentially choose where you who's going to see it and if you have to disclose the content or not. Then we have the option for the draft. So draft is going to basically sync it to your phone app where you have TikTok. TikTok is primarily a phone app, and then you can go in there and edit it with the TikTok editor in there if you wanted to, or you might want to add in a different song or something, or you might want to just not post it yet, but you want to have it ready to go. If it was me, I would just use the simple scheduling solution that we have inside of TikTok. And that's the other cool thing here. What I'll even show you as well, for launch week only, we're going to go and give you multiple accounts. So I'm going to go ahead and give you 3-for-1 accounts in launch week specifically, just because you're our founding audience. So I'm going to get into more of that in a second. But who here so far, by the way, has been like, wow, I can see now how quickly I can find viral content. I can segment out the best performers. I can very quickly go ahead and post it. And I'll finish off a posting example here with a piece of content I would have found earlier. See this viral marketing example here that I saved earlier. So let's give you some tips there. Write me in the box if you've had some aha moments. Here we go, everyone. And the reason why I think this wasn't working before on the other one is because I had it on private, the actual account private. So There we go, everyone. And then I'm going to go next step. And this was the description they had prior. And I could go ahead and delete that, type something in here like, who here try this in your next video and see the impact it has. Do you agree or disagree? And simple things like that, like asking a question in a social media post, you'll be surprised at the response you'll get, on the higher engagement you'll get by simply asking a question. You've now gone from a one-way conversation to a two-way conversation instantly. So, and people respond when you ask something. People feel rude if they don't, right? I could get rid of these hashtags and I can enter the ones that I saved earlier. So like marketing tips I added in earlier, but I could just write them here myself, say marketing, make money online. And I can then instantly post this directly to my TikTok account that I've selected. I could schedule it, or I could even remix it to my profile right away, which is basically one of the quickest ways we found not only to edit content, but to increase the actual value, or increase the actual engagement rate of that content compared to when it was first posted. So who here gets where we're at so far? Write me, and I will get stopped with some questions shortly. I know there's a lot of people wanting to know, and I know a lot of people are wanting to just jump in straight away. So I'm going to give you guys a link in just a few seconds that you can go and get this product right now. And I'm such a transparent person that I'll tell you guys now, it's $37, right? That's it. That is it. And I'm going to run through it in a minute with you guys if you get it on this actual training. But yeah, Kevin says it's a lot easier to do this than on the actual phone. It sure is. It definitely is. But let me just share with you a few more things quickly here. So you may be asking, am I allowed to repost content that others have posted? Yes, you can. TikTok's very different. I'll go into it more internally, but you can. But if you can make it unique in any way, you'll get rewarded even more. And that's why we've added in this remix section. So you'll be able to get this with the front end as well. This is going to be an upgrade after launch. So the actual ability to remix videos, which is these three sections, which basically, I think we've added in one or two examples that you can use from our template suite. There is an upgrade for a template suite, which has around 100 different pre-made videos. But I'll actually show you an example of one that I saw someone else post just a minute ago here. It's essentially called sludge content. So you can see here, let me show you this video. So you can see here how there's going to be a voice playing. I'm not going to play their sound to this, but you can see here that they're using the top screen for one, they're using images here, and the bottom screen they're using for very highly engaging content that keeps your eyes watching. This is a new thing that we've found, new trend that we've found with some of the more recent highest performing videos, and it's been kind of termed or kind of dubbed sludge content. So I'll show you a few other examples here of how this works. And I've never seen this be built ever in a software before. So you can see here, side-by-side videos where there's extremely highly engaging videos that you want to watch, satisfying videos, ASMR videos, and on the left, it'll be whatever viral video that you've picked. There's that. And then you can see, there's another example of one here. Basically, it takes content and makes it even more engaging by still sharing that message, but also connecting it with a viral piece of content underneath. Normally, to do this, you need to be screen recording things. You need to use apps that can actually render video. You need to know how to use those editing apps, and it's a bit of a process. We've built this in, and we've actually built it in to the front end off of the actual outlay of it. So essentially the tool to actually half the video, we've done that for you here, and we've added in, I think, one or two just generic videos that you can do the splits with. You can then upload your own, of course, but you'll have the ability to grab our template suite, where you can see down here, we've got all of this viral content that's being in here. We've got over 100 pieces of content, I believe, and we're adding more, I think 20 a month or something. But let's go ahead and grab, I don't know, this one here. And it will show us what this looks like. And then we can also just select here with this remix percentage, how much of the screen we want the video to take up. So if we want more of our main video to be shown, we can have that. If we want less of it, we can have that. I'm gonna render the first 5 seconds here. I'm doing this on webinar, so hopefully it works all right. And we'll see how that goes. I see it's 11:11. I told my partner I'd probably be finished around 11, and she always gives me a kiss at 11:11. And it's my birthday 11:11 too, so she's gonna be grumpy at me for that. No, she won't. But it's gonna go ahead and render this for me in a second, hopefully. It's probably because I'm on this webinar that it's taking a minute to do. But basically, it'll show me what it'll look like then when I play that video with this rendered version of highly engaged content underneath, which I can then post and schedule directly to my act. Oh, there we go. As soon as I put my webcam on, I'll hit play. So that's going to increase the viewer time, which I told you earlier is the most important part of any form of marketing, of any form of analytic that TikTok or any social media looks at when they look to see if something is good content or not. So we can do this. And again, with the front end, you get the ability, this actual, the back end, I guess the editor itself. And then if you can either add your own templates, we give you 2 for free, but you can get the template suite as well. And not only that, so then you can post that, and then this will be completely unique content to you, 100% unique to you, right? And then I can go ahead and go next. I can post it, or I can schedule it right away for whenever I want this piece of content to go out. And if I spent one day getting the next 60 days of content, it might take me a couple of hours, an hour maybe to do this, go in, and then not even that, and just go this date, this time, this date, this time, because I'll have them all in the saved library here. I can sit back. TikTok shows our content to our audience in real time. It's been tweaked, so we get the unique score versus just sharing content that's already been shared, which still will go viral because, again, TikTok trend, people like different things at different times. If what I was interested in a year ago, I might not be interested in now, right? Even last week, I'm changing what I like all the time. So that's included. The extra videos there, though, the template suite, that's an upgrade. And I may as well just show you the other upgrades really quickly, and then I'll get you guys in on this for the launch founders deal. You guys are the first ever to be a part of this. We've then got our video editor here. So this, instead of doing a double, I guess you could say, instead of doing a double doing multiple upsells, so like we were going to put the entire remix function or the sludge content editor as its own upsell, right? Then we were going to do the template suite as its own upsell. Then we were going to do the video editor here as an upsell as well. But we decided not to do that. We're giving you the actual sludge content, the editor functionality with 2 examples in the front end product, which is $37 if you're picking it up on launch day at launch time. The price is going to go up every day, and this is actually your early bird webinar, so the prices are going to go up from here. So there's that, and then as an upsell or an additional purchase, we're combining the video editor here, which is going to allow you essentially to take any of the content that you find in Tokmate and then literally edit it here. I'll show you here. I've just gone ahead, and this is another way we can make content unique. And then also even add call to actions down here. What I'll do is I'll delete this example here, but you can see I can just go to text on the left. I don't know, add a subheading down here. And I want this text to say something like your example site here.com, and I could then change this to, I don't know, let's just go, what's the color that might pop there, and you can see if I take this up there, now I can start to watermark my content. You can see all these things like the emojis and everything are all going to be movable. But if you look on the left side here, I can upload my own content. So this is where I can upload these videos, like I was uploading the TikToks before. I could upload the TikToks directly onto here. I can have a background. On this example right now, let me actually show you this background. All I did for this background earlier, I took a video from the library down here. And you can see if I hit play, it's like a car, right? So I found this under our, we have over 1 million pieces of content in our editor. So I could even just decide to chuck that on there instead. And I can see where that new video is. There we go. And I can rotate this and move this up. And then this is the way you can start to brand your actual account out the gate, right? And then I would put my, I'd move everything up above that on the side down here. And then I'd find my actual initial video. And again, so we've got images, we've got videos that we can use. We can search for keywords in different niches. Same for objects. We can add, this is where we can add buttons and stuff like that. We can write in other call to actions. You can even upload images as call to actions. Basic settings, audio as well, if you want to upload specific songs and whatnot. And then even a QR code. I thought this was cool. We can actually add in call to actions via QR code, where I can generate the code here, have it be in the corner of the video or wherever I place it. Then I simply export this piece of content, go back into our Tokmate, and then in our Publish tab, go Create. I can go, I want this piece of content to go to everyone, and then I can upload this piece of content here, right? I can upload it directly into my account here, and I can even then remix that piece of content with another video that's in the same niche, all right? You can have two pieces of content playing at the same time. There's so many things you can do with it. So what we've done is we've combined the remix editor with these, the ones that I showed you earlier with the different templates, all the different viral videos, over 100 different pieces of content right now. We add in around 20 a month that you can then create that sludge content with. And on top of that, in the same upgrade, you get the Tok editor, which is the video editor I just shared with you. That's all in the one upgrade right out the gate. It's $47 a month. That's it. And what I'm going to share with you in a minute as well, I'm going to make it a risk for you not to pick this up. We've then got our VIP training series, which is, for me, not just showing you how to use Tokmate, but how to actually take you through every step from zero to insanely viral account, and how to use all the other things that we can do on TikTok to go insanely viral and get the most amount of traffic going to your target sites, to your offers. We're going to, if you want to monetize, which I'm sure you all do, we're going to look at how to monetize in affiliate marketing, local marketing, e-commerce, how we can become a part of the TikTok creator fund, how we can essentially write copy, like anything that's key for you to know to get the most amount of results with the minimal amount of time invested possible. That's what we're going to be sharing with you there. There's some basic videos in there now, but it's in essence, it's going to be a way for me to work with you personally on your goals. So if you want that extra bit of attention and you want me to work with you and take you through the journey step by step, we're doing that, and we're starting it off by doing 2 webinars a week. So for the first 2 weeks, we're going to be doing 2 webinars a week on different key topics, so we can really get you working and optimize at the best rate possible. Because I know sometimes people do webinar series that they take 2 months before you learn everything. I wanted to get the key information to you fast. So that's a one-time investment as well, by the way, of $67. It's without a doubt, like I always say, software is great, but if you know the strategies behind to use it, that if you don't know the strategy behind how to use it, what's the point? And if you've worked with me before, you know how dedicated I am to getting my audience results. and I want to give you the guys access not only to that, but also access to different services and offers and software for free as well that you won't be able to ever get anywhere else. For example, if you want to get people's Instagram accounts back, TikTok accounts back, if they get deleted for whatever reason. People pay tens of thousands of dollars for that. I've got internal connections at Meta where I can help you get those back, or at TikTok. There's a lot of other things that I'll share inside the training, but as a one-time investment, it's a no-brainer. And then finally, for those that want to take things to the next level, we've got our white label option down here. This is without a doubt the best, most true white label that I've made so simple for you to be a part of. And essentially, this is going to let you take Tokmate and make it your own by removing my logo and allowing you to add yours, and removing the login page that I've given you guys, and add in your own unique product name that you want to call it. It could be Your Name Software, and then it'll be yournamesoftware.socialscope.io, just a generic section there. Then all you need to do is go up here and click New, and you can then rent, give, or sell accounts to your version of Tokmate that's branded by you to anyone else in the world. You can rent them, you can give them away, you can sell them license keys, where they'll log into a page that looks like you've built it, that you've made it, and then you can charge whatever you want. We don't get anything for it. You can charge them $500 a month. You can charge them $200 a month. You can give it to them for free in order of keeping them as a client for something, right? You could even do demos on TikTok, giving a demo away for a week for them to try, and then it will rebill at $49 a week per license. So we're giving you the ability to white label our product with 20 license keys. Now, this I'm only doing for a certain number of people. Last time I did this was with my last software 4 years ago. And we had 500, I said I'm going to give 500 out, or people can buy 500 spots, that's it, because I don't want it to be too diluted around the world. And then we had someone who owned a company called ClickFunnels who came in. Many of you probably know him. He bought over 300 licenses, or his team did, under his name. I never spoke to him and asked him directly, but it was under his name. And that was the majority of the spots gone like that. This is something that won't be around for probably very long. So if you are wanting to be a part of it, I highly, highly recommend doing it. So again, that will be everything you get. The only other thing I can think of is, yes, we're giving you a 3-for-1 deal when you pick this up for $37 right now. If you want unlimited accounts, you'll have one option, and it's the only time you'll have the option, you won't be able to get it later, is if you want unlimited accounts, and we suggest the more accounts that you have, the better. You literally have to buy other Tokmate licenses one by one. It's just $7 a month, and you can cancel that one at any time that you want to as well. But this is our launch week. This is my return to the space. So I want you guys to get excited. I'm going to put the link in the chat now to go ahead and grab this right now. Or if my team's here right now, go ahead and drop that link right now, guys. I think my good friend has dropped it in here right now. He's been sending it to everyone, it says, not individually by the looks of it. So we're going to go ahead and that should be in there right now. So let me go ahead and send this to everyone. And the link should be there. So I'm going to go ahead and pull this up for you guys. And you can go through this entire page. You're the first in the world, right? The very, very first audience. And I'm going to be doing I always do this with my product launches. I go in and have a look at the first 100 people that join my products, just for taking action fast. And I'm not going to tell you what it is, but you'll see that's a thing with me. I'm not someone that promotes many products. I don't really share many products. In fact, you'll probably see me telling you not to buy products and just focus on this. And that's a key thing for me, that you guys come into this and you stay committed to wanting to go viral. And that's one of the key things online, is the consistency. And I know for me, if I don't see results fast, I get bored, I get frustrated, I want to move on to the next thing. Write me in the box if that's you. If you feel like you're a bit fed up, or if you get fed up with something because you don't see results fast, you then don't do it, and then you basically never see the result. The other thing I don't want to happen is that you pick this up, guys, you feel great, and then you just lose that adrenaline in a week or two from now, and that's and then it's just another shiny object that sits on your desk. The key thing with this is coming in and posting, getting 1 to 3 posts set up a day in a niche that you are after. And I'm going to take you through this as well on our welcome webinar series. But I recommend going in and grabbing the entire funnel now, because all the prices are going up in a couple of hours. You can see here on the screen, it's going up as well. It's going to be, sorry, I saw someone say that our server load's getting absolutely smashed with this, because I think this is about to be pushed to the general public or people not on this webinar. So I want you guys to get in now. But it's a thing where if you work with me, I will hold you accountable. And another key thing I'm doing here as well is not only will you be able to get this entire product, you'll get all of the features, everything included here. You'll see some of the things we've talked about on this sales page. You'll scroll down to the bottom and you will get access to some other launch week bonuses as well that we're doing that I may not even mention just yet. But you can see $37 now, and you click on this, and then you will get the option to go ahead and add this unlimited agency up here. Sorry, sorry, that's the price there. I apologize. I must have got that wrong for some reason. But again, it's next to nothing. You can jump in. It's under $10 for unlimited accounts. It's that insane. And you can go ahead and check out with PayPal, with credit card. This is the lowest it will ever be. And again, you get 3 for 1 accounts when you pick this up right now. So I'm just trying to find where we are. That's the editor. That's the white label. Let's get the. I'm going to close out of some of these tabs. So and I'll answer some of your questions soon. And what I'm going to do is for those, I'm going to give away 5 free copies as well. And the way that's going to work is those that pick this up right now and take action and grab it, I will select 5 of you live on this call that I will then personally send you your investment back for picking Tokmate up. So the other crazy thing that I'm trying to show it to you here, so you don't just have to think I'm saying this, I've put it giant on the actual sales page. And again, this is the cheapest price it will ever be, ever. And there's some other stats around here. I was the #1 vendor on JVZoo in 2020 and 2021, also 2019, 2018 in terms of the most sales and the most money generated on there. I took 4 years off, not because not to have a holiday. I just didn't find any product or service that I actually enjoyed enough to want to focus on, that I could see could get my customers results, and this did. But then I've tried to have this made by 3 different teams, and I've been making software for 10 years. 3 different teams could not do it. They said they could do it, they couldn't do it. There's a reason why you are here on this webinar, seeing something that no one else has been ever able to do before, and to get a deal like this is insane. Not only that, I want to share these other bonuses. Unlimited access. So you're going to get unlimited searches, unlimited posting and scheduling, and unlimited remix edits. You're also going to get the viral hashtag board, which again is going to let you save those hashtags for when you go to post them. The trending module, which will also show you what all the sections that are trending. This is going to be, let me show you here. The trending over here is going to be, this is the trending module here. We're also giving you the remix module, which is what I was sharing earlier. And I might run through that one more time now. And again, make sure to jump in now, because the first 100 people, you guys do get something special from me and in just a couple of minutes, the rest of the world gets emailed about it. So you need to act now. One other thing I should mention that applies for the entire funnel, from everything in this funnel, absolutely everything, that you not only get a 14-day guarantee. So if you come in, you use it, you don't like it for whatever reason, I'll give you your money back, no questions asked. It's not a problem. Don't just buy it just to refund it, obviously, but I understand that it might not be for you. Even though I try to share everything I can, I showed you the entire tool. But if you're going to come in, I want you to be using this tool. I want to work with you and help you go viral. So that's there though, if you're on the fence. But on top of that, this makes it a risk for you not to pick up right now. That I have included a 60-day double your money back guarantee. That if you come in, you work with me and my team, you implement our trainings, you work with our support, and you get 0 results at all, I will personally double your investment back. No, like it's that simple. There's going to be no questions asked aside from the ones of making sure that you have implemented what we've taught you. We're here to help you. That's our promise to you. That's why we've also included our no one left behind deal, that we will give you the support you need to ensure that you are up and running, you're working. And that's the other thing. Every week on the webinars, on our welcome webinars, I then do some random webinars throughout the year, just giving pure value, just on different marketing topics. And then if you are in the VIP training, which I highly, highly recommend doing it, again, it'll probably work out to be like $1 a webinar or something. Plus, there's some other, I'll add in videos into a special area for you guys that's already set up with a handful in there now. But that's going to really take you through the key things you need to do to get the best results possible. And the ultimate goal for me, when you're a part of this, is to not only build a giant audience on TikTok, but to be able to take that audience and turn that into an audience in an email list or on a different social network or in other places that's not just on one social network. Ideally, I always teach that email lists are the best thing you could ever build for yourself as an asset, because then you own your business. Having viral TikTok accounts, Instagram accounts, Facebook pages, it's all good. But if these platforms shut down ever, if they change their algorithm, it can be you that gets affected. And I see it happen all the time with influencers. And what works now might not work in 3 or 4 years in terms of what's the trending thing to do, the trending app. We see change happen. But when you jump on change when it's happening, like right now, you guys are in the perfect place at the perfect time. No one's doing this. And you can become an authority page in your niche or in multiple niches right out the gate. And that's one of the keys of getting that unlimited account upgrade, that you can do this again 5 times over in one specific niche, but just either change the name of the actual account, or you could even change what sub niche you're going after. Or if I was trying to create an account that was targeting high wealth businessmen, I could have luxury homes, I could have luxury watches, supercars, luxury supercars world, and build multiple niches, multiple pages with the most viral content amongst them all. And then if they all send traffic to a specific offer or a specific page or a specific post, it's just targeting and driving traffic to wherever you want it to go. And it's the first time ever that you've been able to do this because of the way TikTok works, and you can literally go viral again and again and again. So in saying that, I'm going to answer some questions now. I'm not going to oversell this because this is going to go crazy. Every marketer probably is going to be hitting you up about this launch. And I have no doubt it's probably already, it's a couple of minutes it goes live, or it went live a couple of minutes ago. I haven't checked the results, but I'm sure it's going gangbusters. And I think I just heard, did I hear Simon on here? I'm not sure.
Yeah. Hey, bud.
Hey,
I've got a few questions that I saved down as we went through. Let me know if you want me to fire them over to you as we go through.
Yeah. For sure. So what we'll do, this is Simon, by the way. Simon's he's been my business partner for many years. He's also now one of the amazing owners at JV Zoo, and also just one of my best mates that I'm very lucky to be able to create these tools with. So Simon will be here behind the scenes on anything as well that you guys have questions on. So I'll turn my webcam off, and then you can shoot me some questions, Si, if you want.
Perfect. Okay, sweet. The first question was a lot of people are asking how to monetize if they don't have like a current business or or something that they want to sell. Like how can they go ahead and basically monetize their account?
For sure. So that's why I actually pulled this up earlier. I just didn't get around to it just yet. Was that there's multiple ways to monetize on social networks, right? You've got to think of it, and I'm actually gonna add to this here that that everything in any form of marketing, all you're doing is matching a traffic source with an offer, right? It's really that simple, and that's what I try to teach marketing, to keep it that simple. For me, I need things to work. I don't need things to be hyper optimized, but if I can get the right audience, how to get the right audience in front of the right offer. And the traffic source is usually the area where people struggle. So in terms of an offer, we're going to be going through, especially on the VIP training, which is another reason why I suggest picking it up, looking at the different ways we can monetize. So we're going to monetize through the bio link, which is the link in your bio. That one clickable link. I'll show you an example of some of people doing that actually. See here, this person here has made money as an affiliate. And if I click on this, it's going to pull up another page that has multiple links or a landing page that I can then join in. This is just one example. And again, that could be so much better optimized. But you can sell in your bio. You can sell the key ways, the key areas, the top ways to make money online are, and they probably always will be, through affiliate marketing, which is going to be selling other people's products and services, and you get paid a percentage. Also, if you're a part of the VIP training, we're doing a whole webinar specifically on affiliate marketing and on all the monetization ways, but on affiliate marketing, and you're going to get 50% commissions given to you to promote Tokmate. So if you've never had a past product that you've been able to promote, or they've been really bad percentages that you make, when you're part of that VIP training, you're going to get that the ability to promote Tokmate. But again, we'll wait to that webinar till we go over how to exactly do that. So affiliate marketing, e-com, local marketing. So this is how you can literally just go to local businesses and really take the content they're already posting about their business, but amplify their audience by posting viral content, but then targeted towards a specific location, right? So say it's about coffee. I could search for viral coffee. I could search for coffee, find the most viral coffee art videos, post that to a local client's TikTok page, that all they're doing is posting videos at their actual location. And that's going to bring so many eyeballs to that page, but I would use the hashtags to target that specific area. So that piece of content is being put under the hashtags like Beverly Hills or Cape Town, Africa, like whatever it might be, right? Cape Town, Africa. So local marketing is another way. Then we would do, there's the partner program with TikTok, that TikTok will pay you just for creating unique videos that are over a minute long. And by unique video, it just can't be downloaded and reposted. But if we say added the sludge content, use the video editor and made the videos over a minute by combining maybe 2 or 3 of the viral videos we found, that would then be considered a viral content. So, and there's a few other different methods here that you can actually sell online. But basically any type of offer that you've ever thought of online, of how you can actually turn it into any online business opportunity, is something that can be sold on TikTok. It's just think of TikTok as another place where your audience is at. The offer is always going to be the offer, and it's about matching the right audience to the right offer, and you will make money online. And actually, that's what our opening, our welcome webinar is going to be focused on. The very first webinar is going to be focused on how do we actually monetize our audience, and how do we get started from scratch. And one of the key things I'll say is over the next week before the welcome webinar, just go out and engage with your exact audience, and then use Tokmate to save content that you want to post in the future, and then wait for our welcome webinar. That's what I'd suggest. If you're more confident, you can watch the training videos, you can jump a bit further, but that's what I'd suggest there. But yeah, Simon, I know I went a bit further on that question than not. And again, I'll put the link. I'll put the link here as well on the screen.
Everyone loved it. The next one, next one that came in was about sharing content, and do people need to give credit to the people that they're giving back to? What's the best like strategy on like editing it and using it from there?
Yeah, for sure. So again, when you're looking at posting viral content on TikTok, most likely you'll find that a lot of the content that you'll be reposting has already been reshared 1,000 times. You can always give credit if you know that that's the actual account it's come from. It's not actually needed. You'll see yourself when you go onto a specific niche that when you post a TikTok anyway, you're basically giving your rights up of owning that content. That's why you can literally, if you're on your phone on the actual TikTok app itself, you can hold your finger down and it will show you how you can save that video directly to your phone for the purposes of editing and reposting and sending around to everyone and anyone, right? Again, and the concept is as well with this is we are trying to build viral accounts in a specific niche. So build viral niche accounts. If the person that you're resharing or you're sharing their content of that they've posted to theirs, why not tag them in the comments? And then what happens often from there is that user will actually come over to your profile and then comment under your profile, which then adds more legitimacy to it. It's only a problem if you are trying to literally catfish someone and try to be them. But the other thing I should mention as well, a lot of the content that we're going to be reposting is faceless content anyway. It is content that is generated via different animation apps. A lot of the most trending content might be animals, or they might have specific, it's not necessarily people talking to camera. That's for maybe 10% of the time it's that. And then I guess in those instances, if you want to, you can, but it's not something that you need to do, and you won't get in trouble for it. I do recommend though editing the piece of content, even if it's just using the remix feature, to give it a little bit of a unique angle, so TikTok sees it as unique content. The other cool thing, like I shared here in the actual image video editor, sorry, let me see if I can find it here. When I was sharing down here, let me see if I can zoom in, how you can add in a call to action or something like this. Or even if you used the QR code option here to add a QR code in, when you post this content, other people are going to take it and they're going to share it to their profiles. So they're going to get that viral reach when they share it to theirs. But if you add a QR code or a call to action on yours, it's going to make it a lot harder for them not to be doing you a massive favor and sharing your content or sharing your links to your page from their profile. So that's another way you can work in your favor as well.
Love that. The next one is just people asking about the VIP training and that stuff. So just trying to, maybe if you come bring up the link on your screen there, Luke, for get.tokmate/VIP. A couple of people kind of went past it and then they're like, oh, I want to get it now. So I've dropped it in the chat in general, but I just wanted you to maybe talk about it a little bit. So it's just get.tokmate.com/VIP if they want to pick that up.
So if you missed this one, you can go back in and grab this. This is going to be our literal A to Z training. It's going to be mainly around a webinar series, and initially, because I don't want you to jump in, and because I've noticed this being a major thing some people do in past products. They come in, they watch a bunch of videos where I've explained how to do, like they might watch 20 hours of video. That sometimes I've gone that deep in VIP trainings on a whole thing on affiliate marketing, local marketing, e-commerce, going viral on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, everywhere. And it doesn't need to be that complex, first of all. But second of all, I want you guys to do this in a way that every webinar, it checks off a big box in your head of, okay, that makes sense. I've done that. That's easy. What's the next step that I need to do now? And it's a way that I can hold you guys accountable into getting that work done. I want you guys to turn up and work with me. And if you can't turn up to the live trainings, the replays will be there too. So for the first 4 webinars, they're going to be key. And then I will be adding a bunch of extra videos after that for you guys, based around those 4 key webinars as well. So essentially though, this is the place you want to come if you want to be spoon-fed the way to do this the right way, and the way that's got me the most results, the way that's got my clients the most results, and how we've done this. We've done this for 8 years on other platforms too, on Facebook, on Instagram. We built softwares around it too. We're now doing it on TikTok here, and it's the best it's ever been because of the TikTok algorithm. I cannot stress enough how good this algorithm is, and that you can even get paid simply for posting content that people are going to view. It's absolutely wild. So that's going to be the upgrade there. You can go down, it's one time, jump in. I highly recommend doing that. And I highly recommend getting the entire funnel actually, because it's going to be a risk for you not to. And what I want to do now, if you are in, write me, I am in, just write I'm in, or write me. And I want to welcome you guys into this. Again, the price is going up in just a few hours. And again, it's a 3-for-1 deal as well. You get 3 accounts for the 1 investment. And then if you do that little upgrade, it's again, unlimited account. That's the only time we're going to be doing this. And again, I'm sure the actual white label as well would already be on its way to absolutely maxing out there as well. So again, come to this page. It's in the chat box. Or if you're watching the replay, the link will be below the video or something like that. And you can go ahead and pick it up here. Make sure if you want the unlimited accounts to go up and select this account agency up here, which I highly recommend doing as well. Everything's covered by a guarantee that it makes it a risk for you not to try. And if you're not going to try this, what is it that you're going to try, right? There's never been a chance ever or a time ever where you can go viral so easily and let the algorithm do the work. And I think that's why TikTok loved our software so much, because again, we are approved by them. And again, the only way you get approved is if you create software that's within terms of something. And they loved it because it helps bring their message it helps them with their core goal, which is making the best content be spread on a platform. Because say someone posted a piece of content that went viral a year or 2 ago, it might not be going viral anymore, but that niche specifically has a whole new audience of people that are interested. And TikTok knows what you're into right now, as in today. It's kind of creepy. And when you pick this up and you jump in and you start engaging with other pages that are that you're interested in, or the niche you are going after, you will see very quickly how it starts to show you content that it knows you will like. I don't know how it does it, but I'd rather work with it for the benefits than freak myself out from any other way. Did you want me to keep going through any questions here, Si, or did you want to keep asking me?
Yeah, a couple of people are just just basically asking in general, just like what's your favorite niches, just things like that. I think you cover most of it in the VIP training. So I'm just trying to get everyone to get into the VIP training, honestly, because you cover so much there. There's hours and hours of work there. But no, I think you answered most of the questions. I don't know if there's any final questions that are coming in.
One thing I wanted to mention though, that I think is a good point as well. Someone said there's no bundle deal. So a key thing with this that we've decided to do is, for multiple reasons, is like one thing that Simon and I don't do is fake scarcity. When the price is going up, it's going up. When spots are done, they're done. And bundle deals, for some people, you end up paying for a bundle deal that you then don't actually want or need everything, or it doesn't really add to the cause itself. What we've done here, we have over like probably like we know like post launch, it's going to be $47 per account a month minimum for to be a part of Tokmate. And then we're moving the remix feature to be an upgrade. The 2-for-1 upgrade of which is the first upsell that you'll see, which is the editor, which again I'll quickly show you here. It's going to be our editor here, and it's going to be the remix feature, which I'll show you just by putting the remix on something here real quick. The remix template suite. And there's going to be our gallery down here where we have all of these different viral pieces of content that we're going to add more and more and more to. And it's and it's that simple to do. But you can basically that'll be included as that first upgrade. That's going to turn into an actual individual upgrades, and they're going to be priced higher, and they're both going to be monthly. So for our editing suite and for our video editor. Then on top of, and the cool thing as well that I wanted to mention as well about our video editor is we've really tried to get rid of the functions that you won't use. Like if you're looking for the best editor that you can that movie producers will use, then you might not want this one. But if you're using this for the prime way of creating viral content on TikTok and creating call to actions, editing videos together in the most simple way possible, perfect. And that's why we built it to just do that. That's the cause, that's the reason for this, and it'll make things way easier for you. It's completely web-based, so you don't need to worry about installing software or anything like that. You can literally render out as many videos as you want, and that's another benefit of being a part of this in launch week. After launch week, it's a monthly expense for all of the upgrades, and it's just no brainer. Then we've got our VIP training, which again, that's something that you won't actually even be able to be a part of, because I'm doing that for our founding members audience only. I'll turn my webcam on here quickly. I'm doing that for our founding members only because I want to work with you. It's the biggest thing. I don't know how I can push that concept further, that I'm going to be held accountable to being there twice a week, and I'm going to be there in the support. I work with my customers. You can reach out to me directly. I'm not someone that just disappears and gives you my support team only. I'm there with my support, and I'm there on the webinars. I'll hang around every webinar until I've answered every question, until I've spoken to you specifically, and it gives you that extra bit of, like, I guess, confidence, and it also holds you accountable, because that's a big thing. It's just that consistency. And within the first webinar, I want you guys to have got your next month worth of content set up, scheduled, ready to go, and it's going to go out. And even if you have a bad day where you're not feeling that motivated, it doesn't matter. Your TikTok account is going to be growing in your favor. You'll have 3 actually, because you have 3 for 1. Hopefully all 3 will be growing in your favor from one day's work that you've done. And for me, that's one of the biggest benefits of this system, is that you get results without having to physically trade your time for money, right? You can actually put in a bit of work, and then it will consistently outperform anyone trying to post ever, right? You could do the next year worth of content and it would just work and grow. So it's a pretty insane offer there. And then the final upgrade, $197 is going to be our white label. Again, that's limited to only a set amount. Like I said last time we did this for a software, it was around 350 licenses were taken by one person out of the 500 that we had. This time we're not even doing 500. So I want you guys to really, really grab this if you want to, because it will be snapped up. I can almost guarantee within the first 24 hours, if not first couple of days. I haven't looked at the results of where we're at now, but I'm sure this is going to get taken up, because again, each license key is like having your own license of Tokmate. Even if you wanted to, you could technically use these for yourself and have 20 accounts that are going out, doing your posting, scheduling, automating at once. And if you did that in one niche, over 20 different accounts where every post that you show on a brand new account is being shown to 2,500 people minimum. What's that? 2,500 times 20. 50,000 people. Now, alternatively, you could sell those license keys to local clients, to people on Fiverr. You can brand it as your own product by simply uploading your logo in the top right here, so in this button here, adding your subdomain, and then under the new, you enter where you want the license keys to go to, the person's name and their email. They'll get sent this a login option with the ability to contact you via a support email that you add in, and they can then, you charge them for it, right? I'll even show you how to create demo payment buttons in PayPal or on Stripe, or they can pay you a one-time price for it, right? But this is going to max out, I guarantee it. And again, every update that we do, you will then get pushed into your version as well. We host it. You don't need to pay for hosting, for servers, for anything. We do it all. You just simply need to sit back and let them just take the money. Basically, it's a bit of a I used to never do white labeling because I didn't see the value in it for me. But then when I changed my mindset of, look, if I can make other people the most amount of money possible, then I will do that. And that's what I found that people that were selling white label licenses were able to do. And because this product sells itself. So basically every time you gave it to a client, they would think you built this. And it's the first time this has ever been able to be done in the world. So in saying that, we've got, like I shared with you before, we've got the template suite, which I need to find where my link was that I had here. I'll just show you again. So too many tabs I've opened on these webinars, right? App.Tokmate.
Especially when you've been on for 2 hours, bud.
Mate, I know. How's that? Meant to be a 60-minute webinar, guys. You guys are the best. What I'm going to do, I'm going to show you this. Is that what you wanted me to share, Si, one more time? Or did I share that already?
Yeah. One of the big things people are asking is I just dropped them in the chat. So if you want to get the template club and the editor, that's just /template club. If you want to get the training, it's /VIP. And then if you want to get the white label, it's /white label. If they're in the chat, not the question box, in the actual chat box.
If you go down to the chat, you'll find that there. If you're watching this on the replay, it'll be below this video somewhere. So the URLs, just don't worry about the URL. Go to the chat for the URLs. And then you can see this page here. You can watch the video I've done here if you haven't watched it yet. But make sure to go and do so. You'll be able to pick it up now, and you'll see everything that it includes as well in here. And this is again our template suite down here, which again allows you to create this high quality, sludge content that we shared. And so we should probably get another two images of the other sludge content and put another buy button down below there for them, because otherwise they need to scroll up. We can do that later on and make this a bit more.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, we'll get that. I'll get that fixed right away.
Yeah, that's all good. But this again, pick it up. Remember, the first 100 people that are jumping in, I will be giving you guys something special, which you will see in your inboxes in the next week. I'm sure the 100 spots are probably close to going on. Let me have a quick look over on my phone, and it looks like we're going pretty darn good here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put a timer on for, let's just do 5 minutes. And any questions you guys have regarding this, let me know. If you want me to search for any examples, I'll do that. If there's anything else you want to ask, I'll do that. I'm doing webinars all day, but again, this is the early bird time. This is the lowest it will ever be. And because you get a double back guarantee plus the normal guarantee, it's a risk not to pick up. So the extra 10 on when you go to the actual sales page, I'll show you this again. I don't think you meant here. I don't think it meant here at all, but no, it wasn't here. When you go here on the actual main product, the extra 9 something or other is going to be letting you add unlimited. Yeah, on the order form. It'll let you add unlimited Tokmate accounts. So again, that's if you want to go insanely viral. You create 20 accounts, 50 accounts for one niche if you wanted to, and manage it all directly from your Tokmate membership. This is a very, very limited offer because we're going to be selling this individually per license per month. So but it's probably why I think we've had the biggest success out of most vendors on JVZoo and have been the #1 vendors for many years in the past, is that we really, really try to go so over the top in launch weeks and look after our founding members and giving them deals that are just so insanely good that they support us for the long run. I'm also not a affiliate marketer. Yes, I do share products that do have affiliate links, but it's not a core part of my business. I get vendors angry at me all the time that I don't promote their products. Someone can vouch to that. But I love only creating things that I can help you with on your journey. And this is something that I'll say as well, that I think that I'm really excited to teach you, not only in the webinars that I do with you in the welcome series, but in the VIP series as well, is that any form of marketing that we do online, it's like, or any time of building a business from scratch, it's like building a puzzle, right? You put the pieces out and you start trying to figure out where the corners are, and you kind of figure out where things start to go. You're not sure, but eventually there'll be a single piece that you'll put down, and when you put that piece down, you can tell what the entire puzzle is going to look like. But one puzzle piece earlier, you had no idea. And if you were someone that's been in the internet marketing space, or you might have tried a few things over the years and you've been learning, but you haven't had that real oomph of success yet, that's my favorite type of person to help, because I love seeing when I can help take things back to keeping things simple, building things from the ground up. There's no point building the roof of a house until we've built a foundation, and taking things step by step until you get that moment where you go, wow, this all makes sense now. So that's my favorite type of customer to help, and if that's you, I'm looking forward to it. On the flip side, if you were killing it already and you were looking to take things to a new level, that's my other favorite type of customer to help, because you have got success, you understand things on a maybe a deeper level because of you being able to action things into your business that have worked, and then you can see how doing this type of marketing, or any type of marketing that I teach, will slide right into your business. And that's the thing as well. Like I said earlier, every online business is an offer and a traffic source, and you only ever want to be picking up products that help increase the amount of traffic you're getting to your offer, or increase the value of your offer itself, right? If it's not getting you more traffic, or if it's not going to increase the value of your offer, then it's probably something that can wait until you've got those two things down pat. And if you don't have an offer as well, don't worry. We're going to be sharing so many ways you can make money online. I